Welcome to Provo, Utah, where we've got a good one. We've got Timpview and Springville. A good one lined up for us. Timpview defending 5A state champions. Springville off to a hot start, 3-1. First weekend of region play here in Utah high school football.
Yeah, Springville 3-1. Timpview obviously had a rough start to their season. They're 1-2. They hope to get even 500 today, but this is going to be an exciting matchup. We got powerful offenses on both sides of the ball. I'm excited to see this one.
So we're set to kick this one off. Timpview will kick off to Springville. Springville in the red helmets, white jersey, blue pants. Timpview in the white helmet, orange jersey, white pants. Kicker signals, approaches, and we are underway. Line drive, short kick, bobbled by Springville, fallen on at the 26-yard line. That's where we'll start things off. This Timpview defense coming out to battle a powerful passing attack from Springville.
Yeah, Easton Lovett at quarterback. He has amazing weapons on both sides of the ball. Drake Peterson split out to the right mainly. He, this season, has 12 receptions, 320 yards, and 5 touchdowns. I expect him to get going early in this one.
A Timpview defense that has been suspect at times. Overall, pretty solid group, but has been giving up a few points last couple of weeks as we're set 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line for Springville. Takes the snap. Throwing it across the middle, short gain, 5 or so yards. It'll be a second and manageable.
Yeah, and there's Drake Peterson right from the start, getting in the passing game early. Good gain on 1st down. Went with the quick slant. Beautiful throw by Levitt.
Second and 5.
So Levitt in shotgun with 2 running backs in the backfield. Gets set for 2nd and 5. Calling for the snap, receiving. Misses the handoff, broken play, he's going down, it's a sack. A 2nd down sack for the Timpview defense.
Yeah, obviously.
That's Matthias Lessa on the sack.
Miscommunication on ball. Obviously Levitt was going to hand it off to Max Harris to his right, but it went left. And yeah, that defensive line for Timpview, you don't want to mess with them. They will attack when there's a broken play like that.
So a broken play sets up 3rd and long early on in the first quarter for Springville. Red Devils at the 25-yard line, 3rd and 11. Quarterback taking the snap, throwing a quick screen. That is picked off! He's going to be a pick 6! Early lead for Timpview! They put in a backup quarterback on the play for a screen. That was number 2, Lasaida Valetti, who threw a pick 6.
Yeah, that is miscommunication again for this offense. Second play. We'll show the replay real quick. Obviously trying to go with the screen right to Pickering, but number 26, Zachary Olsen, just reads it perfectly. Picks it off, goes for 6. Great lead.
So Braxton Wilson on a pick 6 for Timpview on the 3rd play of the game. And Timpview's got an early lead, 6-0, 10:26 to go in the first quarter as the PAT is pending. Snap, good. Hold, good. And kick is good. It is 7-0 Timpview after a pick 6.
Yeah, again, we'll show you this replay from the side. They were set up with a 3rd and 11, so obviously trying to just get some yardage, able to punt it away. But Braxton Wilkerson, that's just a perfect read. Wonderful start to the game. Not even 2 minutes into the game, and Timpview's already up. This is not good for the Springville offense.
Yeah, Springville tried to catch him there. They didn't have their starting quarterback on that throw. Instead of Easton Levitt, number 10, they had number 2, Valetti, trying to catch Timpview off guard. Didn't work.
Yeah, and Valetti last year, he was their go-to quarterback, but they didn't really throw it through the air as much. They mainly ran the ball with him, so I mean, hoping to see some of that, but obviously with a pick 6 on that first play, it's not looking too good.
So Timpview set to kick it off for the second time tonight after taking an early lead. It's 7-0. 10:26 left in the first quarter. They signal an approach. And sending it high and short. Valetti catches it at the 10-yard line, running out to his right, finds a hole. He makes a couple moves down to the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, and Springville will try again. 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, and that intended receiver the last screen pass, it was just picked off. That was intended for Jack Pickering, who, again, is another weapon for this offense. They'll look to use him as well. He's got 19 receptions, 336 yards on the year, and 6 touchdowns.
So Springville, more of a huddle-up offense. When Timpview takes the field, we'll see a bit more of a up-tempo, no-huddle offense. As that's Valetti back in the backfield.
Yeah, they're going with this Wildcat again, it looks like.
Takes the snap, and is a quarterback power, and he's stuffed at the line, maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and long.
Yeah, like we mentioned, they will use Valetti, and actually here comes Easton Levitt back on the field, but they use Valetti for the Wildcat formation just to try to get some rushing yards.
So some early quarterback changes for Springville, trying to mix things up. Levitt is their starter, and he's back in the game at 2nd and 9. Takes the snap. Fake handoff, looking downfield, throwing out to his left into coverage, incomplete. Good defense from the cornerback of Timpview.
Yeah, intended receiver was Tuanafu. You'll see all 3 of these receivers that will be main contributors to this offense. They play both ways. So both wideout receivers, Drake Peterson and Jack Pickering, they play corner, and then Tua's a main contributor on defense as well, linebacker.
Speaking of both ways, that's Keenan Pula, a wide receiver, cornerback player, plays both ways as well for Timpview. Levitt takes the snap, looking to his left, throwing it, and he's got a man. It's caught. It's a 1st down for Springville. Ball came out late. The referees will rule the completion. 1st and 10 for Springville.
Yeah, great stick route by Drake Peterson. Easton Levitt obviously found that opening in the zone defense. We expect Timpview to be running a zone against all these receivers today, and that was just a great find. Fortunately, the ball came out after, but fortunately his knee was down, so the drive continues.
And so Valetti back in at quarterback for Springville. They switch him out again. He takes the snap, and he'll go quarterback power again, out to his left, finds some room for about 4 or 5 yards. Solid 1st down gain for Springville. It'll be 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, and I would expect the Timpview defense, when they bring Valetti in, they will try and blitz, obviously, to stack those gaps, fill the gaps. That way he doesn't go anywhere, but a good healthy gain on 1st down.
So an interesting strategy early, switching up the quarterback every couple plays for Springville. It'll be 2nd and 5. Valetti still in the game. 2 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right, 2 to his right. And a single back to his left as he takes another quarterback power. It'll be another 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down for Springville.
Yeah, last week Timpview was matched up against Centennial, an opponent from California, who's obviously a very good high school out there. They ran for 328 yards last week, obviously getting it done in the run game. So Springville obviously knew that happened. They're trying to get it done in the run game early as well.
Levitt back in the game under center for Springville. Takes the snap. Fake handoff, rolling to his right under pressure, and broken up. What a hit from Keenan Pula out of Timpview. It'll be 2nd and 10 after that.
Yeah, there's Keenan Pula again. Obviously, we're going to be calling his name on both sides of the ball tonight. And we'll show you the replay right here. They try to go with that middle screen pass, it looks like, but Timpview sniffed that out perfectly. It's going nowhere from the start.
So Valetti back in the game. On film, they must have seen Timpview is suspect defending the run in all 3 games so far. As Valetti takes the snap. And he'll power to the right. He's stuffed at the line, a loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 11.
Yeah, interesting play on 2nd and 10. You'd expect them to go through the air, which what they've been so successful with this season. But
so 3rd and long. The last 3rd and long was a pick 6. They've got their throwing quarterback back in the game. Likely won't happen again, but you never know, as Levitt sends 3 wideouts to his right and 1 to his left. Single back behind him, and he fumbles a snap, picks it up, throwing to his right, nearly picked off again, but ultimately falling incomplete. Levitt was hit as he threw, came up slow, and walking off the field gingerly. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, obviously whatever Timpview's doing with the pressure, they're sitting back in zone today, which is what we imagined, and it's obviously confusing Easton Levitt. Almost throws, I mean, not another pick, but it would be another pick for the team.
So Springville set to punt it to Timpview. 7:10 left in the first quarter, 7-0 for Timpview. Flags fly. As the referees will come to discuss. It's a penalty on Springville. Will back it up. It'll be 4th and even longer.
Substitution is called on Springville. 35-yard penalty. 4th and 15.
So Springville's struggling early. Set to punt it away to Timpview. We'll get our first look at Carson Rasmussen and the Pula twins. As they punt it away deep. Catch made at about the 17-yard line. He'll return it to the left. That's Keenan Pula again. Finding room. Out to the 50-yard line. He's gone. No one to catch him. Timpview offense. Timpview scored 14 points without the offense seeing the field.
No offense already today in 2 touchdowns. I'll show you this punt return real quick. Got a good view of it. Yeah, there looked to be a lot of fallen bodies in the middle of the field, and we know his speed. He can burst from anywhere in the field, and he was gone.
So Carson Rasmussen has essentially just taken the first quarter off as the defense and the special teams is scoring for him. Heartbreak early for Springville. As the kick is up and it is good. PAT is good. It'll be 14-0 for Timpview.
Yeah, I imagine Carson Rasmussen was itching to get out here, played against his defense, but hasn't needed to.
Can't complain about that as we'll go to break. We'll be back with more. 6:55 left in the first. So welcome back to Provo, Utah. Timpview leads Springville early, 14-0. A fast start, a pick 6, and a return punt for a touchdown. The offense hasn't seen the field yet, but they are up 14-0 as they're set to kick it away for the 3rd time in this first quarter.
Yeah, we expected explosive offensive showings from both, but it's been defense and special teams for the most part.
They send it high and short. Levitt will take it from the 6 out to the 21-yard line. That was Valetti on the return.
Yeah, we'd expect to see just Easton Levitt on this drive. The run game Wildcat formation with Valetti hasn't been too successful. I mean, you can continue to try it if it's your game plan.
They've had 2 solid 5-yard gains out of it and 2 that were stuffed at the line. So a mixed bag of results for sure. Passing attack has been struggling early as Levitt and his troops start 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Takes the snap, handoff to the right, making moves through the O-line for about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and manageable. It's a solid first down gain.
Yeah, they've used Max Harris in the run game a lot this year. He 70 carries, so it's about average 20 carries a game, getting a heavy dose, 548 yards on the year, and he adds to it that last play.
2nd and 6. Springville needing a spark. Has a single wide out either side. 2 backs in the backfield. Levitt awaiting the snap. Takes it, handoff, up the middle. He'll make men miss out to the 32. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of what it was last year for the Springville offense, just kind of a gritty pound game on the run game. And they give it to Zachary Olsen on that last play. He was able to get a 1st down for him.
So Timpview, thus far this year, has struggled to contain the run, something Springville's got to take advantage of as they're struggling through the air early. Levitt takes the snap, handoff to the left, finds a hole, he makes men miss out to the 50-yard line. 16-yard gain, some sparks starting to come from the offense of Springville.
Yeah, obviously they were able to get a huge hole down the middle, and Max Harris, there he is once again with just his 2nd carry of the game, and they're not going to him enough. They need to keep feeding him.
So ground game giving the Red Devils some life as the same formation as the last 2 plays comes out for Springville. Handoff to the left, up the middle. Gain of 2.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll bring you back to last year. Springville, they did not score. They did not put a point up on the board against Timpview last year. So a little bit something in their head that they're not getting started with some points on the board, but
it was a 17-0 game last year, something that Springville coaches have not forgotten. Down 14-0 early to a region foe. Levitt takes a snap. It's another handoff. Met behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Adjustments for the defense. They've got the run covered.
Yeah, they have definitely covered the run. I mean, they did it last year. They held Springville to under 100 rushing yards, which, I mean, coming off that last game, when you're allowing more than 300, definitely something to keep an eye on.
So it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. No 3rd down conversions thus far for Springville. Levitt signaling, takes the snap, looking to his right, fires, and incomplete. Led his man too far to the sideline. Diving grab wasn't able to be made by number 6, Jack Pickering.
Yeah, Jack Pickering, another one of those explosive weapons on the outside. Just trying to get to any of those receivers in space.
So the Red Devils set to punt it again to Keenan Pula, who eagerly awaits after returning the last one for a touchdown. We'll see if we get the offense out of Timpview.
You got to see something from Reed Dede on this punt. He's got to get this in the end zone or something. Keep it away.
He takes a snap and punts it. Pula receives at the 16, making men miss. Flags fly. You're going to get a block in the back. It's going to come back, but meanwhile, Keenan Pula making moves out to the 46 of Springville. He knew it was coming back. Just kind of stepped out of bounds.
He was just jogging. He knew those. He saw about 3 flags come out on the play.
So a block in the back is probably going to take this back inside the 20-yard line of Timpview, where for the first time tonight, Timpview's offense will take the field with 3:11 left in the first quarter, but they're up 14-0.
Yeah, 14-0, and they haven't seen the field. You got to think that this offense already feeling confident with an extra 14 points on the board to get started.
So Rasmussen and company out for the first time. Look out for Rasmussen throwing to the Pula twins, Keenan and Jaron. Have been absolutely dynamic first 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, I mean, they both have offers to SEC schools for a reason. We've talked about that plenty of times. So I expect him to go to them super early in this one, too.
So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Timpview taking over. Up 14-0. They can essentially just blow them out here as he fakes the handoff up the middle for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Out to the 20-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play.
Yeah, obviously Carson Rasmussen in this run game, he's going to be getting involved with his legs as well.
Rasmussen with an empty backfield, 2nd and 3. Calls for the snap, tried to get Springville on a hard count. Refs don't buy it. Sending a man in motion. Flags fly, it'll be a false start on Timpview. That'll back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, I was able to talk with Drake Peterson, the star wide receiver and corner, and he talked about how this Springville defense, they're going to try and send a lot of pressure to Carson Rasmussen, but also fill the gaps so we can't scramble, because we know how dangerous he is with his feet. So
wanting to keep him contained in the middle. Don't want to let him out to his right or left.
Exactly.
2nd and 8.
So Rasmussen with Anston to his right. Fakes the handoff, running to his right. And runs into a couple Springville defenders. Only a gain of 1.
Quarterback keeper. Stop made on the play by number 8.
So still waiting to see that big arm of his.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't gone through the air with a cushion of 14 points.
Jaron Pula has not seen the field yet tonight. His twin brother Keenan, very active early. Rasmussen in the backfield with Anston to his right. 3 wideouts to his left, 2 to his right. Calls for the snap. Springville sends pressure, firing over the middle, broken up by Zach Henderson of Springville. Solid coverage.
Yeah, there you go. There's the pressure that we talked about. We knew they were going to send it and then go man-to-man on these receivers. Just trying to confuse Carson Rasmussen because he can hurt you at any angle, anytime. So send the pressure. It's working well for him.
He's got a big arm. You don't want to let him have time to send it deep. An early 3 and out for Timpview.
Yeah, their first drive, they go 3 and out, and they're up 14-0. That's not something you hear every day.
Punt unit getting slow to get set. So he takes a snap and sends it high and short. He shanked it. That'll go out of bounds at the Timpview 37. Just a 20-yard punt.
Yeah, that's the closest Easton Lovett will have the ball thus far this game with 1:25 to go in the first quarter.
Just an absolute shank. Momentum may be starting to shift Springville's way, or at least they're hoping so after a couple early errors that led to Timpview touchdowns. They find themselves in a 14-point hole, 1:25 to go in the first quarter. As Valetti is back in the backfield. Look for that power quarterback run. He takes the snap and he will run it out to his left. Stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 4. Timpview knows to expect the run when he's in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you bring him in for the run game, and it's worked so far this year. But this Timpview defense, they are not going to allow that with this talented defensive line. They just sniffed that out from the start.
They caught him a couple times earlier, but adjustments have been made that when Valetti comes in the game, he's just going to run it.
Yeah, they're filling the box. You can see right now with those 3 linebackers and 5 on the line.
As he'll take the snap again. And he'll run it to his right. Gains the yards back. It'll be 3rd and 9. Questionable play calling here.
Yeah, I mean, more conservative is what we saw this offense do last year, and it was somewhat frustrating for some of those receivers. But
started with great field position, and just conservative play calling has stuffed them. They remain at the 35-yard line as well near the end of the first quarter. 10 seconds to go. We'll see if they get the playoff. Valetti still in the backfield.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they snap this.
2 seconds, 1 second. That'll be the end of the first quarter. It's 14-0 Timpview on a pick 6 and a punt return for a touchdown. It'll be 3rd and 9 when we come back. Timpview leading 14-0 once again here in Provo, Utah.
In style, in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure a perfect fit, offering fast, free alterations by expert tailors at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years.
Welcome back. Start of the second quarter between Timpview and Springville. Valetti, the running quarterback, is still in the game at 3rd and long. Levitt remains on the sideline as they'll hand it off up the middle. He'll get about 5, maybe 6 yards. It'll be 4th and short, so we've got a decision coming early in the second quarter. Do they take the points or risk it, keep the drive alive?
They do have a good kicker from the soccer team, but it looks like they're going for this.
They'll go for it instead of attempt a 47-yard field goal. Levitt back in the game. 2 wide outs either side. Timpview showing pressure on 4th and 3. Levitt drops back to pass, throwing to his right. It's incomplete. A turnover on downs. That's Tamani Taylor on the coverage, breaking the pass up.
Yeah, that's phenomenal defense by Timpview once again. They sent the pressure, obviously filling the box, which is what they've been doing tonight. Sent the pressure. Easton Levitt had to get it out.
Slant routes well covered. He thought there was a shot he could catch it, but Taylor all over it as Rasmussen comes out with the Timpview offense. 2 wide outs either side.
Looks like they're going to bring pressure once again, or at least they're showing it.
Sokai Anston in the backfield as Rasmussen fires over the middle, wide open. That'll be a 10-yard gain for a first down. Abraham Ogata on the reception.
Carson Rasmussen just took a hit. Hopefully he's okay. He stood up pretty fast. But again, there's that pressure, but this time Rasmussen was able to find his man.
Ogata was left wide open over the middle. easy pitch and catch. 1st and 10 from the 41. Rasmussen takes a snap, and he'll hand it off to Anson out to the left. Finds a hole for about 5 before he's met by number 26, Zachary Olson, the linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, Timpview, they'll give you both each game. They throw it to their receivers, obviously, a good amount, and they'll run it a good amount. Kind of a balanced offense. Expected to see that today.
This is a solid back, has been overshadowed a little bit by the passing attack as Rasmussen throws it to his right on the screen. Makes a man miss! Out to the 45-yard line of Springville. Nearly made another. That's Dennis Tuaane.
Yeah, Lavetti on the missed tackle, obviously open field with that arrow route. Hard to stop.
Timpview with an empty backfield. 1st and 10. Trying the hard count, trying to get Springville to jump. They don't budge. As Rasmussen audibles. Calls for the snap. Quarterback draw up the middle. Met at the line. Struggles forward for about 3.
Yeah, they went with the QB draw, but exactly what the Springville defense is trying to do. They're obviously trying to stop Carson Rasmussen to go up the middle.
Looked like Peyton Messinar on the stop. It'll be 2nd and 7. Kind of a slower paced offense than Timpview has shown the first 3 weeks of the season. Just milking the clock a bit, up 14. Takes a snap, fake handoff. Quarterback keeper to his right, got a 1st down. Gain of 11 or 12 out to the 30-yard line, found a hole and went for it.
Yeah, and there's Rasmussen on his feet again. He's quick. Get you with the read option right there. He actually had 60 rushing yards last week against a great Centennial defense. So he's got to be feeling confident after that game.
Showing a lot of talent with his legs. Hasn't thrown it as much, but he's got the arm talent. As he takes the snap, 1st and 10, looking to his left. Firing, dropped. Zedekiah Ambroso, intended receiver. He was open, just looked away from the ball a bit there and dropped it.
You cannot throw it any better than that. He put it on the money. And unfortunately, Ambroso has been a great target for Rasmussen this year when defense is key on the Pula brothers. He's been a reliable source.
And we haven't seen Jaron Pula yet. Maybe an injury keeping him out of the game tonight. We'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah, not sure. I don't even see him on the sidelines.
It's Rasmussen, 2nd and 10 for Timpview. Takes the snap, looking over the middle, under pressure, scrambles to his left. He's going to tuck it and run. Turns the corner, taking hits at the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5 from there.
I thought Rasmussen was going to beat him on the edge, but number 26, Zachary Olson, showing some speed. Tracks him down.
So Rasmussen does exactly what Springville has been trying to avoid. They're trying to keep him in the middle contained. He got out to his left there, had room to run, escaped the pocket there. It'll bring up a 3rd and manageable with 8:30 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, they've been keeping him pretty honest in the run game, although he has gotten a couple yards already.
Pistol formation. Fake handoff to Anson, rolling to his right, finds Ambroso behind the line of scrimmage, struggles to make it back. A loss of 1, flag flies late. We'll see what this is on.
Yeah, it's just great defense by Pickering. Obviously, they went with the zone, trying to keep those arrow routes covered, and they did it perfectly.
The screen doesn't work, but flags did fly. We await the call. A face mask tackle on Springville. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Heartbreaker on what would have been a shortstop. Costly mistake.
Yeah, that was going to bring up a fourth and 5.
And if he didn't tackle him, there was others there to do it. He wasn't going to get the first down.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate for this defense.
Extremely costly penalty sets up 1st and 10 from the 12.5-yard line. Pistol formation. Rasmussen, handoff to Anston out to the right. Big hole. He stretches to the end zone. No signal yet. It is stopped just short at the 1.
Yeah, his knee was down, and I mean, he almost had it. But I expect them to come out with their jumbo set, which is what they usually do on the 1.
We saw it a few times week 1 against Skyridge.
Yeah, he just got his knee down right at the 1. That was close.
So 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Anston to the left of Rasmussen in shotgun, 1st and goal. Handoff to Anston, met behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Strong showing from the Springville defensive line, backed up at their goal line.
Yeah, that's huge, especially with on the 1. He just got a first down, and it's 1st and goal. It's easy to just give up on those plays.
And you have to get a stop. Down 14 points in the first half. 7:16 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, in this replay here, they crashed the middle. Got jumbo set now back out, what we talked about.
Whistles blown, timeout Springville. Needing to talk things over, needing a stop here in the first half. Timpview has owned this game. We'll be back with more after this. So welcome back to Provo, Utah. Timpview knocking on the door of a third score, although it would be the first offensive touchdown of the game. Loaded backfield, sending a man in motion. Taking the snap, handoff, up the middle, easy touchdown for Timpview.
Yeah, I mean, simple as that. Springville knew it was coming. That's why they took that timeout. And obviously had some pre-snap motion, some eye candy, and got him fooled there.
That's Isa Gala'ai on the 2-yard rush.
Yeah, right up the middle. Filled the holes perfectly.
We'll wait the PAT. It's 20-0. First offensive touchdown of the game. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is up and good. It's 21-0 here in the second quarter for Timpview, looking to run away early from their region rival, the Springville Red Devils.
Yeah, we expected a close game today, to be honest. They obviously some firepower on offense, explosive weapons. Springville just hasn't been able to get it to go, obviously, with a stout defense from Timpview.
And you've got to think something has to change with that quarterback situation. Switching out quarterbacks every couple plays just has not been sustainable. They've got to make a decision on who to go with, as they're set to receive for the 4th time tonight.
Yeah, it's hard to fool this Timpview defense. They've proven to be pretty stout, obviously on the front line, secondary. So coming in, I think Springville was just trying to trick them with the run game, but obviously not doing that.
They're making it a little too obvious when they're passing, when they're throwing, just switching up the quarterback based on what they're doing there. As Timpview approaches to kick it again. Sending it deep. This one will go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First touchback we've had tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately they get it at the 20-yard line, not the 30 like NFL now.
Wouldn't that be something?
Hey, maybe they start implementing the new kickoff. College, high school. We'll see.
We'll see. The NFL obviously switching up their kickoff this year. As Levitt comes into the game for Springville. We'll see if they stick with him the rest of the way. 1st and 10 from the 20. Takes the snap. Handoff out to the left. Met behind the line by 3 Timpview defenders. Nowhere to go. 4-yard loss. And what has been a susceptible defensive line to the run has proven to be stout here tonight.
Yeah, they're already holding them to under 30 yards rushing. And obviously, if you're the offensive coordinator for Springville, you gotta start throwing it. There's 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and you have powerful weapons, explosive Drake Peterson and Jack Pickering on the outside.
Levitt's got an arm, just hasn't been able to show it tonight. As he takes a snap, looking to the right, firing to the right. Diving grab is made. What a catch!
Yeah, he laid out for that, and there's Jack Pickering, his first catch of the game. He's been one of the main targets for Easton Levitt so far this season.
So what was 2nd and long has turned into 3rd and very manageable. 3 yards from the first down. Crucial pitch and catch from Levitt to Pickering. Crucial 3rd down. Springville has to get it going here. Down 21 points in the second quarter. Timpview crowd hyped up. Whistles blow, timeout Timpview. Looking to talk things over as they want to get a stop and just put this game away in the first half.
Yeah, they're obviously playing great. Textbook from both sides of the ball, as we'll show you this last replay. And here you see the arm from Levitt and then the playmaking skills from Jack Pickering. You got to start implementing that in the game if you're going to come back already down 21-zip.
Offense coming back on the field for Springville. See if they can dial something up, get 3 yards, just get a first down, get some offensive momentum that they have been lacking all night long.
Yeah, it's got to be awesome for this Timpview defense coming off of allowing 300-plus rushing yards and now holding this Springville team to just under 30.
Levitt in the backfield. Appears they'll stick with him, at least for this drive. Takes the snap. It's a handoff up the middle. Met at the line. Won't get there. It's another 3rd down stop for Timpview. Springville will have to punt it away for the 3rd or 4th time already.
Yeah, unfortunately, you want to keep this drive going, but you're in your own territory. You got to punt it away. Unfortunate. I expected a pass there on a 3rd and 3.
So it's 4th and 2. Springville set to punt it away 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Adjustments have to be made as Keenan Pula awaits the punt. It's high, it's short. It'll bounce down at the 46, taking a Springville bounce out to the Timpview 32, which is where they'll take over after this. Welcome back. As Timpview looking to put this game away here in the first half. Up 21 points with the ball. Whistles blow as man was in motion. It's a delay of game. That'll back them up 1st and 15 instead of a 1st and 10.
Well, hey, something good for Springville right here. Hopefully they capitalize on it.
Springville needs to just latch on to any momentum they can get. They've had almost none. The man goes in motion for Timpview. Screen pass out to the right. Met in the backfield, making men miss, but not enough. That'll be a loss of another 4. Setting up 2nd and 19. Early deficit on the drive.
There you go. Defensively starting to get it going. Can you imagine they'd be tired? They have, oh, another flag.
And remember that defense did get the stop on the last drive, but a costly face mask penalty gave Timpview more life and allowed them to get that score.
Looks like it's going to be on Springville.
Some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct, it looks like.
Yeah, Jack Pickering.
Another costly mistake from the defense. You cannot give Timpview back what you have gained when you're down 21.
Yeah, and I get the frustration, but you just can't have a penalty like this, not when it's already 2nd down, and you had them 2nd and 20. And that's 15 yards, so now it's 3rd and 5.
Big mistake. Should be 2nd and 5.
Yeah,
Scoreboard
not sure
appears to have it wrong.
That's 3rd.
The refs look to make that correction. It's 2nd down. They must have heard us.
Yeah, they should. You should be down there.
My reffing days are long over. It's not an easy job. 2nd and 6. Conversations continue to be had between the two refs down on the field discussing something. They clear it for play. So 4:27 to go, clock starting to roll. 2nd and 6, takes the snap. Rasmussen looking to his right, taking a shot to Keenan Pula. Well overthrew him by 3 or 4 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 6.
Great coverage by Drake Peterson. He's phenomenal on the defense side of the ball. You can count on him to guard any receiver, and obviously set up with the task to guard SEC offered receivers, and they're doing a great job containing these receivers, him and Jack Pickering, those corner spots.
Rasmussen, without his number 1 receiving option, Jaron Pula, threw it to his twin that time, unable to connect as he tried to catch Springville on a hard count with no luck. So 4 receivers out for Rasmussen as he looks and takes off to his left, making moves. Got the 1st down and more out to the Springville 46-yard line. Ball came out late, but he was well down.
Yeah, it's exactly what Springville was trying to contain. So far this game, they've done a good job. But you see here, Carson Rasmussen finds a lane up the middle. And when he sees a lane, he goes. He's got some speed.
We expected heavy passing attacks. So far, it's been mostly done on the ground. 1st and 10. Rasmussen takes the snap, handoff to the left, and he's got a hole to about 5 yards as flags fly. Looking like maybe a hold. It is a hold on Timpview. That'll back him up 10 yards. So maybe something to give Springville some life unless they give it back with another penalty. Something they've done twice already tonight in the first half.
Yeah, there's been a lot of flags thrown. Unfortunately, Springville has had the short end of the stick with some bad decisions as well.
Just started out in an early hole and haven't been able to climb up out of it yet. 2nd and 20. Rasmussen looking downfield under pressure. Hit as he throws. That'll fall harmlessly, but that was dangerous for a second. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, there was Zachary Olsen again on the pressure. He's been doing a great job today. He almost got up to Carson Rasmussen. He's been showing some speed.
So look for Rasmussen to show off his arm as Springville shows blitz. Rasmussen with an empty backfield takes a look to the sideline, wants to double check the plays. He's got 3 wideouts to his right, 2 to his left. Barking orders to the O-line. Takes the snap, 3rd and 17. Throwing it deep. He's got a man. Just barely overthrew him. Dennis Tuaane, the intended receiver, nearly had it. The ball was thrown just a yard or two too far for him. He had a step. That'll bring up 4th and 17. You got to think the punt unit will come on. 3:31 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, Rasmussen's usually pretty accurate with those deep throws. That was just barely off from being a touchdown.
But the offense stays on the field. Oh, excuse us, it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd down. There seems to be a lot of miscommunication down on the field with the clock, the game clock, and certainly the down.
And the refs bunch up, they're talking about something. Whistles blowing. They're trying to signal something to the sidelines. It'll be an official's timeout as they discuss maybe it is 4th down. Some serious miscommunication down on the field between the refs and the operators and the chains. We'll go to break with some clarification coming up next.
In style, in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality, designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure a perfect fit, offering fast, free alterations by expert tailors at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years.
So welcome back to Provo, Utah. Timpview up 21-0, 3:31 to go in the 2nd quarter. Still not sure what that was all about.
Yeah, they're going to keep it 3rd down, it looks like, I guess.
It looks like they're going to keep it 3rd down. So 3rd and 16. Rasmussen in shotgun formation. Calls for the snap, looking to his right. Throwing it short, dump off. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. It'll be 4th and 15 as the punt unit comes on for Timpview. Springville finally gets their stop. They've got 3 minutes about to get on the board before halftime, maybe swing some momentum their way, as Timpview will receive it to start the 2nd half.
Yeah, it's a great job on 3rd down. It's 3rd and long. You just got to keep everything in front of you. And they did just that. It's a great job by the Springville defense.
Whistles blow before the snap. More confusion on the field.
They need you down there.
Like I said before, my reffing days are over. Some illegal substitution, it looks like. on Springville will bring it up 5 yards, but that won't make much of a difference. It'll be 4th and 11, 4th and 12 instead of 4th and 17.
Yeah, fortunately they didn't have less than 5 yards to go.
That would have been a killer. Timpview punts it away, sending it high and deep. And drops at the 6-yard line. Great punt.
Yeah, it's a great punt from this Timpview. Dude, everything's working. Everything's working on this offensive side of the ball, special teams. Timpview is firing from all cylinders, obviously. Stopping them.
They've got a defensive touchdown, a special teams touchdown, and an offensive touchdown, and that gives you 21. And with that punt, they've got just about special teams perfection. A punt that looked like it was going to roll into the end zone just dropped dead at the 6, where Springville will take over Levitt in the backfield. Looks like they've decided to go with him for the rest of the night. 2:44 to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. He'll struggle his way out for about 3.
Yeah, you got under 3 minutes and ticking. You got 95 yards to go. I don't like that first call. You just got to throw it to these weapons that you have in Drake Peterson.
Maybe trying to get some room between them and the end zone so they can throw it. But it was a questionable call, like you said. Clock is ticking, 2:13 to go. Scoreless for Springville as Levitt throws to his right. It's picked off! Everything going Timpview's way. That's Braxton Wilkerson on his second pick of the night.
Yeah, it's a great read from Braxton Wilkerson. Obviously, they went with the man. Tried to send some pressure up front to get after Levitt. But, man, unfortunate turn of events. Maybe that's why they weren't throwing the ball.
So each quarterback for Springville has thrown an interception. Timpview looking to just put the nail in the coffin in the first half. 2:05 to go. Single wide out to the right, trips to the left. Anson in the backfield with Rasmussen. Calls for the snap, gets it looking downfield, looking to the right. That's Keenan Pula, cut and dropped. He thought he had it, but the second hit from Springville jarred it loose.
Yeah, we'll give you a good end zone shot. Unfortunately, unable to come up with it. He's got to have those. Fortunately, you're up 21-0. Not very costly. But still, Carson Rasmussen put that on the money.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. And a fake handoff. QB keeper to the right. Rasmussen will rumble into the end zone. It's another touchdown. Does some celebratory push-ups on the track.
Great push-up for him from Carson Rasmussen after a touchdown. They're up 27-0 now with the extra point pending. Show the replay here. They just went with that read option. They've been doing a great job with that so far today and this season, honestly.
Rasmussen getting just about anything he wants on the ground has been all over that Springville defense. Timpview set to try the PAT. Kick is up. It is good. 28-0. Everything going Timpview's way. A nightmare first half for the Red Devils of Springville. One they'll want to forget quickly. With 1:53 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, that interception obviously costly. You can't have that, but the pre-snap motion, and then Carson Rasmussen pulls it, and he scores for 6. Great read from Rasmussen, and great call from the offensive coordinator.
So Springville came in tonight thinking they could show off a powerful offense that has been clicking the first 4 weeks of the season and has just been absolutely shut down.
Yeah, I mean, again, you have over 1,000 yards of total offense coming into this game, and they haven't been able to get anything going obviously on that last play, trying to get it to their star receiver, Drake Peterson, on the side, but a poor throw, costly turnover.
Into triple coverage.
Yeah.
Springville has had no answers for Timpview as they're set to kick it away. Down 28. Kick is underway. It's sent long and into the end zone. No, it's caught at the 1. A trick play, fumbled! But when he picks it up off the ground, more disaster as he's tackled at the 11, bobbles the pitch.
Yeah, nothing's going right for Springville right now. And now, again, you're inside your 10-yard line. I don't like the play call there. Trying to trick it, to show some trickery. Obviously, didn't work out.
Just trying to do a little too much, trying to do anything they can to get a spark.
Yeah, great thought. You just got to run that to perfection, and they did not do that.
Sparks falling on cold water.
Yes.
Nothing to ignite thus far as the Red Devil offense is coming out yet again. 1st and 10 from the 11. Levitt, handoff to the right. He'll get about 3 yards. Maybe just trying to get into halftime before any more damage is done.
Handoff up the middle, number 20. Max Harris.
Looks like that was a timeout.
Timeout is called by Timpview.
By Timpview.
Timpview looking to get the ball and score again, maybe.
They're trying
2nd
to go
and
up
7
big here.
That was Harris on the 3-yard carry. We'll take the timeout with him. Welcome back to what has been a one-sided game. Timpview Thunderbirds up 28-0 as Springville has its 2nd and 7 at their own 15. 2nd and 6. Levitt takes the snap, looking to pass, fakes right, does go right. He's got a man diving, grabbed and dropped. He had it in his hands, but the ground jarred it loose as he laid out for his quarterback there. Nearly a massive play for Drake Peterson, just couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, it's a great route by Drake. Obviously trying to just find some magic within this offense. He went with the stop and go. And here it is in the replay.
A well-run play, everything went right, but the throw was just a little too far ahead. 3rd and 6, 1:35 to go. Down 28, Springville needing something. Levitt in the backfield, calls for the snap, looking to his left, throwing left. Drake Peterson got it. It'll be a 1st down gain of about 10.
Yeah, great pitch and catch. That's what we're used to seeing in this Springville offense. Levitt just quickly gets it out to his best receiver.
Got exactly what they needed. Seeing if they can build off that. It's a minute 23 left in the half and counting as Levitt sends the offense out again. Calls for the snap, looking to his right, sending it deep, makes the catch. Refs rule it out of bounds. A great effort, but unable to stay in bounds.
Yeah, that's a great effort by Reed Dede. Obviously, they're just trying to get the ball down the field, which is what you've been trying to do this whole game, but now you're forced to do it. Reed Dede did bring it in, but unfortunately he was just out of bounds.
So they're starting to take some shots and nearly hitting. You've got to think something has got to break. Something's got to happen. They're going to connect on one eventually. 2nd and 10 from the 26. Minute 4 to go. Levitt throwing to the right on the out route. This one is caught. Flags fly.
Passes complete to number 99, Reed Deedy.
Reed Deedy on the reception. We'll see if it stands.
Yeah, Reed Deedy, who's been a very reliable tight end. They put him out wide, the receiver. That looks like it's coming. No, it's going forward.
So a hold on the defense of Timpview will add yards to the play. Something Springville will take gratefully.
And you got to think, with a solid drive here and a touchdown going into the half, you're not in a bad spot if you're Springville. Obviously, nothing has been going, but a touchdown put them within 3 scores. It's not too bad of a haul for Springville.
Certainly better than 4 and what could be 5 if they don't convert.
Yes.
1st and 10, Springville. Levitt takes the snap, looking to his left. Quick fire to Drake Peterson, overthrew him. Incomplete.
Yeah, overthrown. They're just trying to get the ball to these weapons, including Drake Peterson. Levitt's been just a little bit off target to his receivers.
Hasn't been his night. Just not been in rhythm. And look for them to throw towards the sidelines. They're trying to get quick catches and out of bounds to save clock with 56 seconds to go. Trying to get on the board. 2 running backs in the backfield for Levitt. He'll hand it off.
Yeah, they're
for no gain.
Probably going to take the conservative route. And Timpview wants the timeout. They want to score again.
So Springville offers to go into halftime, and Timpview says, no, we're up 4 scores. Why not make it 5?
They're trying to make it 5 there. They want to go in with the big lead, and I don't blame them.
It's 3rd and 9 when we come back. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Timpview up 28-0. Welcome back to Provo, Utah, at the base of the mountain on the Timpview High School campus, where the Timpview Thunderbirds have a commanding 28-0 lead over the Springville Red Devils here in the first week of region play. It's 3rd and 9 for Springville. 50.3 seconds to go in the half. They've got to get something before half. Springville rolling. So if you run it, you could run it almost all the way down. We'll see what they decide to do. Levitt takes the snap, fakes the handoff under pressure, throws it quickly, nearly picked off. Flags fly. It's going to be a pass interference.
That looked like it was after the play.
Maybe an unnecessary roughness.
Try to get a look on it on the replay. Is Reed Deedy coming across the middle. They like to use him with those over routes. And he had the first down. Oh, he hit his shoulder.
And Reed Deedy is rolling in pain.
Yeah, like we said, like we talked about, tight end on offense, and he is one of their star defensive players at safety. He actually has 2 interceptions on the year at safety. Very, very good player for this Springville Red Devils team.
That'll be a massive blow to the Springville team that's already reeling. Something you cannot afford, nothing you like to see here. As the penalty was on Timpview, so it will be a first down at the 48-yard line for Springville, as Deedy is still down on the field.
Yeah,
hoping he's okay.
Springville's only managed to get, it's their 5th first down of the game. They haven't been able to move the ball as much. This Timpview defense coming off a showing of allowing over 300 yards rushing last week. They're doing a good job today.
The penalty was on Isa Galei, who had the third touchdown of the day for Timpview. And you'd think that this would be a surprise looking on paper, looking at the records coming in tonight. Timpview's 1-2 on the year, Springville 3-1, but the records don't really show the full story. Timpview just had a very tough schedule coming in. No doubt they're actually still 5A championship contenders. They started off with a win against Skyridge, very impressive 6A victory, as Reed Dede stands up and will slowly hobble off the field for Springville. But the next week, they went up against currently 17th ranked team in the country, Lone Peak.
Yeah, they obviously haven't had an easy route, and we remember last year this same Timpview team started 2-2. And we're at one point 1-2. They had 1 win and 2 losses, and they ended up winning the 5A state championship title. So
they were 2 yards from overtime against Lone Peak. That's how good this team is. As Levitt takes his troops back onto the field, 46 seconds to go as he takes the snap, looking to his left, firing over the head of everyone.
Yeah, Levitt even shot the defenders, the corners.
Just too much under it. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and obviously he's facing a lot of pressure, down 4 scores with 40 seconds left. He's been asked to do a lot this game against this defense, but
some early quarterback changes for Springville. They've decided to go with their starter, no longer bringing in Valetti. As Levitt takes the snap, looking under pressure, and sacked. Ball came out. Timpview picks it up. It'll be a scoop and score. 2nd defensive touchdown of the night. That's Isa Galei, his 2nd touchdown of the night. He had 1 on the offense. Now he's got his defensive touchdown. Wheels falling off for Springville.
yeah, they extend the lead, but unfortunately, as we take a look at the replay here, there was a flag, was a block in the back, and I'm almost positive it was during the play. So they're going to bring this touchdown back, which is crucial. So we'll take a look at the replay. Isaac Galea gets in the pocket within 2 seconds and then picks up the ball. And then trying to get a shot of this block in the back.
So it is a block in the back. That'll bring the return back to the 25. So a little bit of something for Springville. Not much. Down 28-0. Would have been 35 had it not been for the block in the back. He was clearly going to score regardless. So a little bit of a boneheaded mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a dumb mistake at this point in the game. You're up 4 scores. Might as well make it 5. No need to do a block in the back when it's 10 yards behind the play.
So Rasmussen and company will come out on the field with 28 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Starting from the 25-yard line. Takes the snap. He'll look to his right. Fire to the end zone. Just overthrew Keenan Pula there. Hasn't been able to hit his deep shot yet.
Yeah, the defense doing a great job. These corners obviously containing Pula. He does have a touchdown, but that did come from a 70-yard punt return. Yeah, he just overshot him just a hair. He looked to be trying to fit the window, Carson Rasmussen, in that cover 2 defense.
So at a 2nd and 10 for the Thunderbirds. Rasmussen takes the snap. Looking downfield, looking, takes off. Staying behind the line, and he will scramble out of bounds for a short gain of 2 to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, again, Springville just trying to keep everything in front of them. Obviously, going with the cover 4. You don't want them to score and make it 5 scores. That seems insurmountable going into the half.
You absolutely cannot afford to give up a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, you're down 28 points. Already it's a blowout. 35. You're not coming back from that.
Tough one.
Rasmussen takes the snap. 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, flags fly. Before the snap, it's a false start. That'll back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, I mean, I bet the Timpview coaches got to be mad about that block in the back. Despite being up 4 scores, that's still something that you just can't afford, discipline-wise.
Something they'll definitely go over in film room this week. Try to fix up before next week.
Yeah, you'd think the coaches would be pretty happy with this performance, but going into half, I can see the head coach ripping him a new one.
So 16.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Rasmussen takes the snap. It's 3rd and 13. Looking downfield, firing to his right to Keenan Pula to the end zone. Tipped and incomplete. Great coverage from number 7, Drake Peterson. One of the few bright spots of this Red Devil team. Makes a big stop there.
Yeah, Drake Peterson just trying to keep everything in front of him as well, trying to get this replay.
That'll bring up 4th and 13. They'll try a 45-yard field goal from the right hash. Snap is down. Kick is up. Going to the left and good. Sneaks it in there. A 45-yard field goal. Makes it 31-0. 6 seconds to go in the half. That'll probably do it, as I expect a squib kick to come from the kickoff.
It's got to be the record in high school for longest kick, like 45 yards. Yeah, I want to show you this replay here. Is Drake Peterson matched up? Obviously, he's got a tough task today guarding Keenan Pula. Does a great job man up. Rasmussen just trying to find his old reliable Keenan Pula. Drake Peterson knocks it away. That's great defense.
So Timpview up 31 points without their star wide receiver, Jaron Pula.
Yeah,
they'll get set to kick it away with 6 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Last 6 quarters for this team, they have held Springville to 0 scores. Obviously, last year shutting them out.
As they squib it to the middle, it'll be filled at about the 15 and swarmed at the 25. That'll do it for the first half. Timpview takes a comfortable 31-point lead to halftime. Springville will have a very tough conversation. They've got to make some major adjustments if they have any hope of getting back to this game at all. Although, as we all know, it's high school football. Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. And obviously, we'd expect them coming out of the half to continue to throw it with Levitt at quarterback. He just has had a tough night against this Timpview secondary.
So that does it for the first half. We'll be back for more in the second.
I'm going to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see.
Last play of the game. Snap, Tanner. Back pedal. Sprint out to the right. Got time. Loads up. Launches it. Goes for the end zone. The ball's in the air. It drops at the goal line. I think he caught it for a touchdown. He got it. He got it. He got it. Touchdown, Nick Matthews. The Cougars win it. The Cougars win it.
Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream, you got to protect it. people can't do something themselves, they want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Everybody missed him on a single play. All 11 of us missed him. Barry Sanders was the absolute hardest out, period.
What a job, Barry. This is the best back.
Three-step drop. Settles. Now pressure comes. Taysom steps out of it. 30, 25. Yes, for Taysom. 20, 50, 10. A hurdle. Oh, man! Touchdown. What a play! Taysom nails it for 6. What a score!
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can.
Second shot clock for Jimmer. He lost Coupettes from 3, right side. Jimmer again! This is ridiculous! 50 to 42. Jimmer Fournette with 29 and a half. 4, and with 3, and with 2. Jimmer from 40 feet. Got it! He got it! Oh!
Maybe the greatest half of basketball ever for a BYU player.
Don't give up, boy. Don't you quit. You keep walking. You keep trying. There is help and happiness ahead.
Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
happens here? There's a snap, pass to the right side.
You were feeling it. You knew it was going to the right. Oh! He books the tackle and he's still going. He's still going. Look at that.
See what happens here. There's a snap, pass to the right side.
You were feeling it. You knew it was going to the right. Oh! He books the tackle and he's still going. He's still
Look not great.
going for a long throw, has a man wide open to the 30, and he looks like he will score. The 10, touchdown, Falcons. Quarterback rolls out to his right, finds another man wide open, and breaks another tackle, and it looks like he will get in for the touchdown, Falcons.
Under center. 3rd and 12.
High Wesley line up at tight end.
Oh, and Conway fumbles the ball on a sack. West Jordan recovers. That is West Jordan on the return. Number 35 stays up on the return. And center. 3rd and 12.
High Wesley line up at tight end.
Oh, and Conway fumbles the ball on a sack. West Jordan recovers. That is West Jordan. Topo and Mulitalo, both of them are at least 6'2". As Dempsey is going to scramble. He is going to get the first down.
Into the running back position. He catches it right there. Is that going to be good enough in the end zone? He stretches. It looks like it is. He catches it right there. Is that going to be good enough in the end zone? He stretches. It looks like it is.
Takes the snap. That's fakes the handoff to 17, but gets picked off. That is West Jordan on the interception. Number 18. That is Anthony Foley on interception. That is a pick 6.
Gets sent into the air. We'll finish the ad read here shortly. That one is
redeemed yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much. He's finding room on the right side. He's still on his feet. Got one man to beat, and he's still going. Can he make it all the way? Not quite.
Almost.
Twins formation off to the right and left as Dempsey takes the snap. Looking deep. He's looking at number 8, Mulitalo. Mulitalo with the catch! Dempsey takes the snap. Looking deep. He's looking at number 8, Mulitalo. Mulitalo with the catch!
Well, let's see if you called it. Looking deep-ish. Picked off! That is picked off. That is number 20 again. And he's still got room on the inside. Still going. 5, 10, 5, touchdown!
Welcome back to Provo, Utah. We'll welcome you back with a message from our sponsor, Mr. Mac. Look good, feel good, play good. Mr. Mac can help you look your best at your next big event. Whether it's a dance or a mission or a job interview, look and feel like a winner in a suit from Mr. Mac. They have suits to fit any size from receiver to offensive line, and suits are available in colors and fits that will make sure you stand out in a crowd. And don't forget about the fast, free alterations to make sure you get a custom fit. Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years with 9 locations statewide. 3 minutes left in the halftime break. The first half was all Timpview as they lead 31-0.
Yeah, all Timpview. First it was the special teams, defense, and then their offense started to get control of the game as well. They've scored on back-to-back, 2-back drives. They're up 31-0. Seems like an insurmountable lead if you're Springville coming out of the half, but certainly it's not impossible.
Not much you can really nitpick from the way Timpview has played. Solid defensively. Special teams has been special. With
special indeed.
A punt return for a touchdown and a field goal. Offense has been clicking as well, scoring touchdowns on 2 of their 3 drives. 2 of their 4. One of them was a field goal.
Yeah, fortunately they did get points at the end of the board, on the board at the end of the half. They had a fumble 6 that was called back. Unfortunately, a block in the back that was 10 yards behind the play. Unfortunate for Timpview, but they still lead 31-0. Sure, they are very content with that against a good Springville team.
Some standouts. Keenan Pula has been all over the field on special teams and defense. A little bit going on the offense. He's played all 3 phases. Braxton Wilkerson on defense has 2 interceptions, including a pick 6 on the 3rd play of the game. Just read a screen pass and took it back.
Yeah, it was perfect execution, and this Timpview defense obviously trying to play more of a zone against the dangerous Springville offense.
And we expected heavy passing numbers, but it's been all on the ground. A little bit through the air for both teams, but for Timpview, it's been Carson Rasmussen on the quarterback keepers, a little bit of Anston here and there on the handoff, but Springville has struggled to contain Rasmussen when he breaks out of the pocket.
Yeah, and that's something they were obviously trying to work on. Key point in this game was to stop and contain Carson Rasmussen, and I mean, they haven't done a bad job of doing that, but they also haven't done a great job. Obviously, I expect to see some changes coming into the half, more blitzes on the outside, especially for the Springville linebackers. They've just got to bring more pressure to Rasmussen. It worked on that first drive.
And offensively, they've struggled to run the ball. They had some success early on, but Timpview made some adjustments. They've been stout defensively on the ground. And towards the end of the half, Springville started to take more shots. They did throw another interception, but they had a few big plays that they were just inches away from making. You wonder if they go back to that, throwing it downfield. The options were there, just didn't quite hook up a couple times.
Yeah, you almost have to throw the ball, put the ball in the air. Down 31, and you have weapons on the outside in Drake Peterson and Jack Pickering. Drake Peterson has over 50 yards receiving today and 4 receptions, so he's done a great job. Easton Levitt obviously has been able to get him some balls on the outside, but other than that, they've contained him pretty well. And then Jack Pickering only with 2 catches on the day, and he has over 300 yards on the year. So we expected to see more.
The scoreboard doesn't show it, but Drake Peterson has had a big night with the offense you just mentioned, but defensively, when the ball's gone to his man, he's been able to break it up most of the time.
That's why they love him offensively and defensively. He's a weapon everywhere. He hasn't even stepped off the field tonight because he kick returns, punt returns, plays corner, and plays wide receiver. He's done a great job of defending a very good Keenan Pula receiver. They're doing a great job. I mean, despite being down 31-0, they're doing a great job.
And again, Timpview is without star wide receiver Jaron Pula, who has been the #1 target for Carson Rasmussen all year long. But still clicking on all cylinders as we're nearing the start of the 3rd quarter. We've got another message from our sponsors. Cookin'. Looking to organize all your favorite recipes in one place? Check out the Cookin' Recipe Organizer app. It's the ultimate tool to save, organize, and even share your recipes with friends and family. Whether you're meal planning or just looking for dinner inspiration, Cookin' makes it easy. Download it today and get cooking.
Yeah, and just to update everyone on scores around Utah. Corner Canyon facing Skyridge. They are up 21-14 in the 2nd quarter. Orem leading Wasatch 17-0.
That's a region game.
Region game.
Orem and Wasatch in Timpview and Springville's region. Orem and Timpview look to be the 2 teams early on that are going to challenge for that region and state title.
Yeah, I mean, it's been those 2 the past couple of years, and obviously Skyridge in there as well. And you throw in Lone Peak, who's doing a great job this year. Expect it's going to be competitive.
Lone Peak in the 6A ranks. As we're set to start the 3rd quarter, Springville will kick it off to the Timpview Thunderbirds. Kicker approaches and sends it high and short. It'll bounce at the 20, fielded at the 17. Galei swarmed at the 23. Not much room for him.
Yeah, I don't expect Timpview to just run this clock out. They're obviously still going to be throwing the ball. They're not going to be playing in any way conservatively.
So Rasmussen will bring the Thunderbirds out on offense, 1st and 10 from the 23. Anston in the backfield, 2 wideouts either side. Start of the 3rd quarter. Offense getting set. Rasmussen takes the snap. Handoff to Anston to the right. Finds a hole. Big hole! Rumbling over tacklers out to the 42-yard line. About a 19-yard rush.
Yeah, there was a gaping hole on the right. Obviously found... Oh, there's holding. It's coming back.
That'll help create a big hole for you.
It will indeed. Reed Dede back in the game. We saw him with that early, not necessarily early, but he had a shoulder injury. Good to see him back on the field.
So that'll make it 1st and long instead of a 1st and 10
Trying to
rush.
catch the hold here on the replay. Yeah, you can see right there, held number 6, Jack Pickering on the outside.
So it'll be 1st and 20 from the 13-yard line for Timpview. Early holding penalty brings the ball inside the 20 as Rasmussen looks to his left, throws to his left, got a man, stumbling in the backfield, unable to... He does shake him off. Eventually gets 5 yards. Springville nearly had him in the backfield.
Juking around for about 10 seconds right there. Great defense by Jack Pickering to just keep him in front, not letting him get loose, because he can be dangerous with his moves. Zedekiah Ambroiso in the open field.
So 2nd and 15.
Great start defensively to this half, Springville.
Timpview up 31 with the ball. Rasmussen calling an audible. Takes the snap. Looking to his right. Quick fire out. Caught. And dropped after another gain of 5 or so yards. Maybe 6. That'll bring up 3rd and long, but a lot less long than it initially looked like it would be.
Yeah, they're doing a great job defensively. And, I mean, there's Braxton Wilkerson. Said his name a couple times tonight. 2 picks, 1 touchdown on defense. Able to come up with just a couple of yards on 2nd down.
So Rasmussen with an empty backfield. 3rd and 9. First drive of the 2nd half. Up 31 points.
Huge play right here for the Springville defense. They need to stop.
Springville pressing on defense. Man in motion. Flags fly. It's a false start.
They're looking pretty sloppy coming out of half. Not what we expected, obviously, from a Timpview team who hasn't had a lot of flags so far today.
Feeling a little comfortable with a 31-point lead. Can't get too comfortable. Springville hasn't shown it tonight, but they do have an explosive offense. They certainly have the weapons to come back if Timpview just sits back and lets them.
I wouldn't count them out. Not yet.
Rasmussen with an empty backfield. It's 3rd and 14. Takes the snap. Looking to his right. Shifts to his left. Throwing it deep. Got a man. Just overthrew him. It's a pass interference. As flags fly, Springville's going to get called. That's Jack Pickering on the defense. Maybe put a hand out, maybe grabbed him. Didn't look like much initially, but the ref does throw a flag.
Yeah, trying to get the replay. Yeah, unfortunately, at the very last second, Jack Pickering did grab his right shoulder. That's what the ref's telling him right now in their conversation.
Maybe just slowed him down just enough to make it incomplete. And that's a killer on 3rd and 13. Defensive penalty bails out Timpview, gives him a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
And that's Timpview's third first down off of a third down penalty by this Springville defense.
So shooting themselves in the foot some more as Rasmussen fires over the middle, got him in. It's a first down and more. 15-yard gain for Abraham Ogata.
Yeah, Ogata, what they'll do, this Timpview offense, is they'll spread you out, and then they obviously have those tight ends that'll come and find the zone inside. Obviously, Carson Rasmussen spots that out perfectly. Get him a first down.
It's 1st and 10. Fake handoff. Run out to the right, met in the backfield. Springville was having nothing of that. That's Trayton Harris on the stop for Springville. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Trayton Harris, a name we haven't said a lot today. Obviously, mainly because this Timpview offense hasn't been on the field for most of the day, but he filled that hole. Hit Carson Rasmussen pretty hard. Knocked him backwards a little bit.
Trayton Harris, just a sophomore, bright future ahead of him, as Rasmussen takes the snap and fires out to his right for Keenan Pula, a gain of 6. That'll bring up 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, again, just Pula's second catch on the day. Hard to believe that Timpview is up 31-0, and Pula only has 2 catches.
Twin brother of Jaron Pula, injured and out for tonight, who has been the number 1 receiver all year. But Keenan, no less dangerous, has shown that on special teams and defense tonight. Just his 2nd catch, as you mentioned, but certainly capable. Has been targeted a few times. 3rd and 4. 8:26 to go in the 3rd. Rasmussen looking to the right, flags fly as he finds a man for a first down and more. 3 Springville defenders had to bring Timpview down at the 23. Flags did fly. That was Dennis Tuahane on the catch. Looks like it's coming back.
Illegal motion. Pretty sure they
sending more than one man in motion, looks like.
Yeah, they tried to go with they usually call that the orbit motion, trying to send a receiver out for a potential bubble screen on the left side. But obviously, illegal motion was called, and there you go, another penalty that brings Timpview back, and now you have another 3rd down. 3rd and long for Springville. They need to stop.
So 3rd and 9. Springville needs a stop. Can't have a penalty. They send a blitz. Rasmussen under pressure, throwing it over the middle. Got a man, making a couple moves, and gets the first down. Juked out 2 or 3 Springville defenders in the middle of the field is number 7, Zedekiah Ambroso.
Yeah, there's Zedekiah Ambroso. We've talked about how dangerous he can be in the open field, and he shows it right there. Able to come across the middle, little drag route. Able to make some moves, make a man miss, and then he gets the first down.
Juked out a couple defenders on that catch and run as Rasmussen empties the backfield. Fake handoff, run up the middle for Rasmussen. He'll get about 4. Bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Zedekiah Ambroso, hasn't been obviously the star wide receiver of this team, but he is so reliable, especially on those 3rd downs. If you give it to him in open field, he could be gone. He'll obviously make people miss like we just saw. He's a key weapon on this offense that kind of goes under the radar.
So Rasmussen in the backfield, sending 3 receivers in motion from the left to the right. Calls for it. Pitch out to the right. And he'll be stuffed for a gain of 2. bring up 3rd and 4.
Pitch out to the right side, number 22, Shayla Gregory.
Good play design. They just try to get it out to the boundary, get a couple of yards on the play. They got a 3rd and short.
That was Chavis Gregory on the carry, backup running back. As Anston checks back into the game.
They do split Anston out, a receiver, especially a lot today, as they go with the quads left.
So Gregory's still in the backfield. Anston has been shifted to receiver. Flags fly. It'll be a false start again on Timpview. Not sure what's going on.
Everyone's hands in the air on this Timpview sideline, wondering what's going on, but legal motion. Or false start, excuse me.
Looks like they called it on receiver in motion. Everyone else seemed to have it. So that'll bring up another 3rd and long for Timpview. They've been successful in converting them so far.
Yeah, Timpview trying some new things out this half. Obviously, they've already taken 6 minutes off the clock, doing a lot of eye candy, pre-snap motion, trying to keep this defense confused, and they're doing just that.
Just wasting the game away up 31 points. Don't want to let Springville even have the ball. As Rasmussen backs up, throwing to his right, got a man, it's caught, but well short of the line to gain. It'll bring up 4th and 2.
Yeah, and there's Zedekiah and Bryce again. His 5th reception of the game. Been a key part in this offense today and their success.
Jack Pickering on the stop. And the Timpview offense will stay on the field as they look to get a 4th down conversion and continue to salt this clock away. 5:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Still the first possession of the 3rd quarter. They've slowly marched down the field. Play clock winding down. 3, 2, gets the snap off. Looking to his right, got a man wide open. He makes the catch out to the 20, 15, and out of bounds at the 16-yard line is guess who? Dennis Tuane.
Yeah, Dennis Tuane's had a couple of catches today, and they'll like to send him in motion and flip it off to him right. Obviously, get him in open space. They did just that on that play. Great execution on 4th and short.
That'll bring up 1st and 10 inside the red zone for the Timpview Thunderbirds. Up 31-0, looking to add even more to the total. Rasmussen looking, sends it out short to Anston, makes the catch out to the 2 where he's met by 4 or 5 Springville defenders. They'll call him down at the 2-yard line, bringing up 1st and goal.
Yeah, they've used these running backs in perfect fashion tonight. Anywhere on the field, they've tried them in the motion, outside. A lot of passes dumped off short to these running backs, doing a great job offensively.
So it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 3, looks like.
It's a jumbo formation we talked about.
Man in motion for Timpview. Rasmussen takes the snap, rolling out to his right, throwing to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! That's the big man. 99 Daniel Beckstead, 280-pound senior, on his first touchdown catch of the year.
Probably, yeah, his first catch of the year, let alone a touchdown. That is a great play by Daniel Beckstead, and obviously the last thing the Springville expected was a pass to the left tackle, Daniel Beckstead.
Special moment for the big man as he puts his first touchdown on the board, taking Timpview's total up to 37 with a PAT pending. Snap is a little high, but Holder gets it down, and a low line drive kick sneaks over the bar, making it 38-0. Timpview blowing out the Springville Red Devils.
Yeah, and we'll get you a shot on this replay. Daniel Beckstead comes in motion, and you can see the left end and the outside linebacker, they did not pay attention to him at all. Obviously, catches it for a touchdown. First catch of the season.
I mean, how often do you expect an offensive tackle to get a touchdown catch in a football game?
Yeah, you gotta love it. Obviously, this Timpview offense, powerful today, and they came out at halftime trying to try some new things, and you get a 8-minute, 80-yard drive. It ends in a touchdown, and now you're up 38-0 with less than 5 minutes to go.
So Springville set to receive down 38. Not where they imagined they'd be today, but it's where they are as the kick is sent high and short. It'll be fielded at the 2. Running up the middle is Springville, making a move and ultimately corralled at the 25-yard line. That's Jack Pickering on the return, as Levitt will bring the offense back on the field. For Springville.
Yeah, I'd expect them to continue throwing it. Obviously, you're down 38-0. It seems insurmountable, almost impossible to come back with just 4 minutes left in the third. But that doesn't mean they're going to try and push this ball down the field and get a touchdown.
See if they can get something on the board. So they take a snap and hand it off up the middle. Out to the right, bouncing off tackles. Bounced off 3 or 4 tackles for a tough 7-yard gain.
Yeah, there's Max Harris again, the name we haven't called as much. He's been a key part in this offense, but obviously Springville early on, they tried to go with Valetti in the run game, didn't work out, and that obviously lessened the snaps from Max Harris, their star running back.
So 2nd and 3 coming up. Handoff out to the left, and he's got a hole out to the 42. Harris coming out with some tough running to start Springville, giving him a little bit of a jolt on that first down gain, about 8 yards.
Yeah, something they need, just some optimism, some momentum, just at least to carry that in the next few games of their season in the run game. It's part of the reason why the passing game hasn't worked as well is this Timpview defense has stopped the run, obviously making some adjustments from last week.
Levitt takes the snap low, handoff to Harris, out to the right, met, and bouncing off more tackles for 3 yards. Tough running.
Yeah, he's a hard runner. He's got some grit, definitely some determination. Even down 38-0. It takes a lot to show that grit as a running back.
Showing why he's a starter. Hasn't gone down after first contact tonight. Levitt takes the snap. Pitch out to the left to Harris. Met in the backfield and dropped for a loss of 2. Timpview all over that play. 3 or 4 defenders in the backfield. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, it seemed like they just knew this was coming all along from that pre-snap motion. Timpview showed the blitz, and they just crashed downhill. Were able to take Max Harris out before he got to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. 1:58 to go in the third. Just their first offensive possession of the quarter after Timpview ate up most of the quarter on that touchdown drive to start us off. Levitt takes a low snap, looking to his right. Under pressure, will go down. Timpview gets a 3rd down sack, making it 4th and 15. The domination continues.
Yeah, Levitt trying to find something to work with downfield, and obviously with 10 yards to go, trying those deep crossing routes down the field. They had Drake Peterson on a fade to the right, but nowhere to go. No time for Easton Levitt in this backfield.
So Springville punter getting a heavy dose tonight as he's set to send it away again. He will send this one high and deep, bouncing to the 26-yard line, where Timpview will take it over again with 57.7 seconds to go in the third. It's been a quick quarter. The clock's been running most of the time.
Yeah, just 57 seconds to go. Obviously, it's going to mark after this quarter. Timpview has shut out the Springville Red Devils for 7 quarters now. As last year and this year in this game combined. Springville just doesn't have anything going today. Or last year, obviously.
Timpview silencing the critics after a 1-2 start this year. We've got a running clock because the deficit is so large. Timpview up 38 points as Rasmussen, looking to his right, dumps it off and got a man over the middle for a solid 9-yard gain.
Yeah.
That's Ambroso again.
There's Ambroso again. He is so reliable in this offense. You can almost count on him every time. Springville a little bit confused defensively. On that last play, he's able to get a first down.
Rasmussen fakes the pitch, running to his right and just throws it away under heavy pressure. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Timpview up 38-0. Thunderbirds soaring over the Red Devils tonight.
That's it for the third quarter. The score, Timpview 38, Springville 0.
In style, in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure a perfect fit, offering fast, free alterations by expert tailors at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years.
Welcome back to Provo, Utah. Timpview up 38-0, facing a 3rd and 1 from their own 35-yard line. Rasmussen in the backfield with Chavis on his right hip. Rolling to his right, pitches to Chavis Gregory. He's got the first down and more to the 44-yard line. Well-designed pitch play cut. Springville lacking.
Yeah, speed option to the right. Rasmussen, a great pitch.
Injured player down.
Looks like he's cramping up. Oh, he's good.
Number 66. Luis Coelho.
Yeah, with 11:22 left to go in the fourth. And Timpview has the ball and driving. Starting to feel like a comeback isn't in the book.
Well, running clock due to the large deficit here in the fourth quarter. Large lead for Timpview as Rasmussen takes the snap. Handoff. No, he'll keep it. Running out to his left and swallowed up after a 3-yard gain by 3 defenders from the Red Devils.
Yeah, Rasmussen once again getting it done with his feet. He's got over 50 yards today rushing. He seems to be averaging around that amount every week, along with 200 passing yards. So he's getting it done for this Timpview offense, who lost a great quarterback in Hillman Kasuga last year.
Rasmussen, a transfer from Pleasant Grove, looking to lead Timpview to their 2nd win of the season. Takes the snap, looking to his left, firing left. Got Keenan Pula wide open making men miss, and finally dragged down at the Springville 35-yard line. Solid 25-yard gain or so.
Yeah, Carson Rasmussen, who's had a great day throwing it through the air, he looks right to Pula, as you can see right here. Springville in his zone, and he just waited for Pula to come across the inside linebacker, and he fired that ball right inside there.
So empty backfield for Rasmussen, possibly looking at a quarterback keeper as he brings a man to the backfield, and he does keep it himself out to the right, and he'll take a hit, bounce off, and be dragged down after about 8 yards, bringing up 2nd and 2. Room to run off to the right for him.
He's taking some hits in this fourth quarter. It's almost like you want to keep him away from these big defenders. He's not a quarterback that will slide. So,
with the game in hand, you wonder if they'll make an adjustment to keep their quarterback safe. Don't want an injury late in the game to mar anything you've gained tonight. As we've got trips out to the left, single wide out right. Throwing to his left, he's got a man, it's caught, it's a touchdown, Timpview! Lengthens the lead to 44, PAT pending.
Yeah, that's the classic slot fade. And number 12, Dennis Tuone. They run the hitch with Wilkerson on the left, and Tuone man-to-man on that left fade route. Beautiful execution for Carson Rasmussen in this offense once again.
Rasmussen showing off his arm there, connecting on the deep ball. So with 8:25 to go in the fourth, Timpview continues to pour it on. Penalty flag will back up the kickoff after this PAT, and unsportsmanlike conduct on Timpview. Something that they'll have to clean up. Not the first one of the night.
Yeah, that's not what you like to see if you're head coach Nick Robbins coming into this one.
You're up 44.
Yeah, that's just poor sportsmanship.
There's no need to lose your discipline now. Something they can't afford in closer games. They've got to clean it up before we get later in the season. Up 44, there's not much else to nitpick as the PAT is up and good.
He's had a busy night. Luke Thornock, the kicker.
He's had to kick 6 PATs and a field goal.
Done pretty well. Props to the kicker.
9 points to his name. As we'll go to break with more up next here in the fourth. So Timpview set to kick it away for what seems like the millionth time tonight. Up 45-0. It'll be backed up to the 25 due to that unsportsmanlike conduct on the celebration of the touchdown.
Yeah, hopefully Springville can mount a little drive to get some hope going into next week, rest of their season. Had a tough night tonight. It seems like they haven't gotten anything to work offensively.
Tough outings the last 2 years for Springville. No points to show in last year's game or this year's game thus far, as the squib is sent out to the right. Springville fields at the 35, running out to the left and tackled at the 44. Solid coverage for Timpview. Only a 9-yard kickoff return.
Yeah, and Springville, obviously the rest of their season consists. They don't necessarily have a rough patch coming up with these next few games of Cedar Valley, Wasatch, and Maple Mountain. Obviously winnable games. They should be able to enter into the playoffs a good seed, but this one hurts if you're Springville.
Timpview showing exactly why they are a 5A title favorite coming into the season with absolute dominance. As quarterback keeper up the middle for about 4 yards.
Zachary Olsen at quarterback, maybe trying something.
Third quarterback we've seen tonight for Springville.
Carrying up the middle for number 26, Zachary Olsen. He's out to the 48-yard line.
Probably putting in their backups to maybe conserve things for next week.
Yeah.
Conceding this game down 45 with 6:15 to go. It'll be a running clock the rest of the way as Olsen awaits the snap. He'll take it and run it out to the left. Met at the line, bouncing off the line and out across the 40-yard line. 10, 12-yard gain.
There you go. There's Max Harris again. The thing about Max Harris, if you give it to him a healthy amount of times throughout your game, he's going to come up big. He'll get you the first downs. They just haven't been able to give it to him. They haven't had long, sustained drives to be able to give him the ball.
Harris has been one of the few bright spots for Springville. Giving it all his effort late, his team down big. Showing there's still some dog in the fight. He'll take the snap again and run it out to the right. Bouncing off out to the left. He's got a space in front of him, making men miss and dragged down from behind at the 17-yard line. The closest Springville has been to the end zone tonight with 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Trying to get on the board for the first time against Timpview since 2022.
Yeah, it's just a great run from Max Harris, and there he is once again coming up big. And you start to question yourself, start to question this offense, this point in the game. Why haven't we been feeding this guy more? It's obviously coming up big for this offense.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Springville threatening to score for the first time tonight. Direct snap to Harris, out to the left, met behind the line, nowhere to go. That is Macassini on the tackle for loss. That'll be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, Macassini with a fairly quiet night tonight. We usually call his name a lot. He has 25 total tackles on the year, which leads all defenders in this Timpview defense. Now this defense is just sniffing out the run now. We've been doing a good job today, but this drive.
Harris will take the direct snap again, and he'll bobble the snap. It's on the ground. Picks it up and dropped for a loss of 7.
Yeah, that's unfortunate after the successful drive they've had. Finally, with 4 minutes left to go in the fourth, and you fumble the snap.
And that was Galei on the tackle for loss. He's had a big night. Nearly 2 touchdowns. One of them called back on a hold or a blocking in the back.
Yeah, there's that replay. Not necessarily a bad snap, just couldn't grab it. And Easton Levitt's back in the game.
It'll be a timeout, Timpview. 3:15 to go. 3:13 to go in the fourth quarter. When we come back, it'll be 3rd and 24 for Springville. After this quick message from our sponsor, Fundraiser. Looking to take your baking to the next level? Try our authentic Mexican vanilla fundraiser. Once you do, you'll never go back. It's perfect for all your favorite recipes. Give your treats the taste they deserve and support a great cause. Special thank you to Apollo Streams, who is streaming this game tonight. Experience the game like never before with Apollo Streams. The sports recording app lets you stream live, capture your favorite highlights, and more. Whether you're on the go or at home, never miss a play. Download Apollo Streams and keep the action right at your fingertips. That is how we're filming the game tonight. As Springville comes back on the field, Levitt back in the game. Facing 3rd and 24. 3:13 to go. Clock will start running on the referee's signal. As Levitt takes the snap, looking downfield, firing over the middle. It's caught, making men miss, but ultimately swarmed down near the 12-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 2. So a 22-yard pitch and catch.
Yeah, there's Reed Dede again, that tight end, pretty reliable. He's done a great job thus far today.
So with 2:45 to go, Springville will keep the offense on the field, down 45 points, trying to just get a score. Field goal is not going to be enough for them. Neither will a touchdown, but they'll go for it anyways. Handoff to Harris. Met in the backfield, struggling, and ultimately stopped around the 11-yard line. It will be a turnover on downs. Timpview will win this game by keeping Springville scoreless for the second straight year.
Yeah, you wonder, I mean, you can see it even in the body language. Oh, flag.
More flags.
Another unsportsmanlike from Timpview, I'm pretty sure, which is, again, if you're the coaches on this team, you got to be furious with that.
You're up 45.
Despite being up 45 points, yeah.
But you have to stay disciplined because in bigger games, the lack of discipline will come back to beat you. As it did earlier this year when they played Lone Peak, several penalties on both sides, but some that really ate at Timpview's momentum.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, getting a lot of penalties on sportsmanlike. That's their 4th of the day. So, I mean, not a textbook performance from this Timpview offense and defense, but I mean the scoreboard will say otherwise.
That's about the only thing that you can complain about.
Exactly.
Offense has been firing on all cylinders. Special teams has been unbelievable. Defense has been perfect.
Yeah, and I mean if you start the game exactly how they did, with a special teams touchdown and then a pick six, it is almost impossible to lose that game going up 14-0 early, and you have so much momentum all to your side. So they've done a great job today having these long sustained drives, containing this momentum, maintaining it this whole game.
So with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go, it's 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line. They'll just run out the clock. Surprised that they're keeping the starters in the game. Don't want to hurt anyone late, but that's the decision they're going with.
Yeah, fortunately, they do have Pula on the sidelines, but
that is a keeper, and he's got room to the right, out to the 33-yard line.
On the quarterback keeper on the right side, keeping on the play out to the 33-yard line. That'll be another keeper.
So it's 1st and 10 after that long run. They do have the backups in. That's not Carson Rasmussen. That's number 10.
Yeah, I swear when he was running down the field, I assumed that wasn't Rasmussen, which is smart on their part.
We'll take the snap and hand off out to the left, making more men miss. After an 8-yard gain, it'll bring up 2nd and 2, minute 19 to go. They're just salting the game away. Game well in hand, has been for about 2.5 quarters, 3 quarters.
Yeah, as a coaching staff, this has got to be one of the best feelings. Obviously up by so much that you can put these guys in the game that don't get as much playing time, and they've proven these guys can play as well. Obviously upcoming starters for this Timpview team.
Quarterback keeper up the middle will get the first down, about 5 yards.
So Kai Anston, a quarterback there. Their starting running back.
And so just one more play will be needed. About 5 seconds between the game clock and the play clock.
Kneeing the ball, but hey, I like it.
This will be the final snap of the ball game. And they will just knee it and send this one to the history books. Timpview dominant, reinstating their championship contention, improving to 2-2, 45-0, a complete game on all sides.
Yeah, all sides, both sides of the ball, special teams, defense. You could not ask for anything better. Nick Robbins and his coaching staff obviously did a great job preparing for this game, and the players executed to perfection.
So, that's it for this week. from Provo, Utah. Once again, Timpview 45, Springville 0. The Thunderbirds will look to continue the dominance going next week after this first week of region plays.
Yeah, and their record, obviously, 2-2 now. Now they're at 500, and this is a team that can do just as much damage as they did last year, being 5A state champs. So expect to see a late run in the season from these Thunderbirds.
Special thank you to everyone on the crew. Maddie Spader, Alex Munoz, and Glenn Garrett on the cameras. I've been your play-by-play, Andrew Peterson, and by my side, my color commentator, Caleb Dyer. That's it for tonight. We'll see you next week. Thank you and good night.